I remember when I first started judo, that very first summer, I was still a white belt. I would always do randori and spar up against this big, jacked, heavy Japanese instructor at my dojo. He would always kick my ass, bro. I remember he would literally throw me when I would come in from an Osoto, and he would just counter me by being in a more balanced position and just like literally just hip thrust me down to the ground. And it was annoying, and he'd pin me, and he was like 100 pounds over me. And that was my first year of judo, and it was really frustrating, but he could tell like I would never give up. Like even though he pinned me, like I would never tap, like I would still do my best to push him off of me. Fast forward 6 years, I don't go back to that dojo anymore because of personal issues I had with it. I'm going to this new, more competitive dojo, and he's there. Get this, he's there. I didn't know he was there. And we fought again. We did randori, and keep in mind, any opponent of yours that's heavier than you, thus assuming he's more skilled than you, especially if they're Japanese or Middle Eastern, which are the strongest judo countries in my opinion, they're gonna be good. So I went up against him, and I've been training more. Like I wasn't the same judo athlete I was back then when he used to like wipe the floors with me. And I was more of a challenge. And like I literally heard him say when we were fighting, he's like, "Oh, you gotten stronger." And don't get me wrong, like it was still a freaking challenge. I didn't manage to throw this guy, man. He was like 260 pounds, like big jack Japanese judoka. But I felt a difference. Like my attacking was there, my movement was better. I was harder to throw myself. Like I could break grips a lot better. My defense was there. So I mean, that was my personal measure of how good I gotten over the years, is just fighting old opponents who you used to struggle with. So obviously I know a thing or two of how to not get thrown as much as I used to. And the number one tip I would say is you got to start lifting weights, guys. You got to start lifting weights, because you can be a really skilled judoka but still be like physically weak. Now, there's different takes. Depending how much randori you actually do, that is a weightlifting session in itself, let's be honest. Because you're pushing opponents off of you, you're dragging opponents, using momentum, you're trying to throw them, you're lifting them up. It's using muscle mass, and you're going to develop judo-specific muscle that's going to be absolutely helpful. So you do that, or if you're an absolute, like if you're an average build, but if you're an absolute like ectomorph, skinny bone guy, but you're good at judo, technique isn't always going to be enough, because you're still going to be skinny. And if you fight against a lower like ranking judoka who's jacked and doesn't know as much judo, he's still probably gonna, have a good shot against you. So if you're really skinny, you need to lift weights, and that's definitely been giving me the advantage, guys. Like I feel stronger even against guys who are better than me, who aren't necessarily as strong and athletic as me. My muscle mass makes up for the like gap of skill that I might be lacking. So that's number one. And number two, do a lot of randori. Do a lot of randori and learn and apply new things that you've been working on. Don't just mindlessly fight and get your butt kicked and accept defeat. No. Like in my head, what I tell myself to do is attack every 3 to 5 seconds. Don't hold your opponent longer than 5 seconds without shooting for an uchimata or a kataguruma. Like do an attack every 5 seconds. And when it comes to your defense, mentally imagine you're a rock and your feet are glued to the ground. He does not move you. You're firm, and you will not be moved. And use your momentum and your weight against his pull is something you will discover over doing tons and tons of randori. You will only discover it from doing the actual reps of fighting. So lift weights, do a lot of randori, and break the grip. Like if somebody has a good grip on you, fight with all your might to like use your shoulder, use your elbows, break his grip. It's pretty fun. I should do videos fighting with my brother in the backyard. That's pretty much the only way to prevent getting thrown, guys, is doing the reps, getting stronger, learning how to avoid getting in situations where you get thrown, having good defense, being strong. It's only stuff you develop from actually implementing the work. Go to the gym, set up a good judo strength routine, and do a lot of randori at least twice a week, guys. Minimum twice a week, you do randori every week, and you will advance. That's what I do, at least, along with a weightlifting and judo training routine that I do on the side, which really has been skyrocketing my progress. So if you are kind of at that level yourself, and you don't quite know how to create a judo specific weight training routine that's going to make you more jacked, make you harder to throw, make throwing easier for you and using momentum, and to give you basically that advantage, that upper hand that most judokas don't have, because most judokas don't lift weights. I don't know why. Maybe it's the average NPC mindset in their head. But guys, trust me, a good weightlifting routine is going to make a difference with your judo. So if you want help with all of that, shoot me a message on Instagram, because I'm creating a coaching program. It's going to include everything that I've been doing over the years that's helped me get to this advanced level and follow my goal of becoming an absolute beast elite judoka. Message me on Instagram, but only if you're serious, if you're old enough, like 23, 21, 23 and older, like you work a job, because obviously my coaching isn't free. Nothing worth having is free, because if you wanted some free program, that's what ChatGPT is for, or YouTube videos. But trust me, when was the last time you actually looked up something for free and you actually followed it and got results? Probably not. When you pay attention. So I'll either see you on Instagram. Yeah, definitely follow me there, man. I document everything: my nutrition, my lifestyle, my mindset, things that I'm working on, routines. And I'll either see you on my Instagram or on this next video, which is titled "How to Be the Best Judoka in Your Dojo." You don't want to miss that video.